Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Now, being me, my family, being my parents, my in-laws, my wife, they all know how much I love beer. They know that I do the beer judging stuff. They know that I've worked on my Cicerone stuff. They know that I have the beer festival and the beer review, and they know all that. They know that beer is my thing, that I'm a beer dweeb, that I make friends with a lot of the breweries, that I get involved in things. I like to talk about everything that's going on in the industry. I like to be in the know. So they always end up every year, for my birthday, for my anniversary, for my Christmas gifts, they always end up finding me something beer related. Be it a book or a random weird thing, a random weird article that you would use with beer. This year, for Christmas, I got this. So this is from Corksicle, which is a company that does a lot of stuff for wine. This is the Chillsner. Yeah, I know. Craft beer geeks, craft beer snobs, and craft beer dweebs wouldn't use this stuff, for the most part. They don't get that. They're all people that drink Lucky and Red Cap and Pabst and that sort of stuff. So they don't get that. They just saw something cool and they wanted to grab it for me. And you know what? In all honesty, I appreciate the gadgets anyway because they're fun to play with and they're fun to have. So cool to the last sip. The one and only in-bottle beer chiller. Chillsner keeps beers cool from the first sip to the last, whether in the bottle or as you pour into your glass. Just freeze, insert into any bottled beer, and never deal with warm beer again. Perfect for parties, tailgating, pretty much any occasion where your beloved beer are enjoyed. Instructions enclosed. Requires freezing before use. See our entire Corksicle line at corksicle.com. You can actually look up corksicle.com and see everything that's in it. This was a 2-pack, which is pretty awesome too. Now there's instructions for this, like you thought you would need instructions, right? I didn't think I was going to need instructions. You get a little instruction book, tube. I'm going to put the tube down here because it's going to get thrown out after this video. Well, put in the recycling. Okay, cool to the last sip. Instructions. Pardon me, everybody, I am blind. The one and only in-bottle beer... Oh, fuck, that's already been read. Requires freezing before use, cool to the last sip, 2-pack, drink through. That's not instructions, guys. That's exactly what you had on your box. This side's instructions. Okay. Freeze for 45 minutes before using. Take a drink of your beer to make room for your Chillsner. Now, I understand why we have to do that because of the fact that, you know, the liquid's displaced and everything, but that just ruined the reason for this. What if I'm trying to chill my beer without putting it in the fridge? Now, I'm taking a drink of my warm Coors Light before I put my Chillsner in my Coors Light. That just ruined the entire aspect of your Chillsner. Or, you know what? If my beer is already cold and I'm just taking... Why don't I just keep drinking it? Who drinks a beer and takes so long that it's bone dry warm? Well, bone warm by the... Well, not... Ass warm. Who drinks a beer that makes it ass warm by the time they're done drinking it? I mean, that's a good 45 minutes to an hour of drinking your beer and holding it like this. Put your beer on the table. It stays warm longer. It does. Anyway, next line. To make room for your Chillsner, insert into any bottles. Press firmly to create a tight seal. Use caution when first inserting, as some beers may foam up slightly. Most beers are going to foam up when you push something into it that's frozen. Enjoy the Chillsner drink-through feature and complete coolness. Rinse before initial use. To clean, hand wash with a mild dish soap and hand or air dry. Store Chillsners in the freezer, never in the ice. Who stores their Chillsner in the ice maker? Who? Who stores their Chillsner in the ice? I love instructions for shit like that. Now, the beer we're going to drink it with is a beer we've reviewed before. I was brought another bottle because I had said that mine had no carbonation. And that is the Brother Brau Nut Brown. So we're going to try the Brother Brau Nut Brown. And this one should have carbonation because this one's from Jared, not Devin. Oh, listen to that! It popped! Okay, so it's popped. I'm going to put this here for a second. Here are the Chillsners in their 2-pack. So, they kind of look like a mixture between a big vibrator. I say that because, like, look at the angles and stuff on them, and look at that tip. Look at that tip. But yeah, they look like a mixture between a vibrator and, like, a, fucking murder knife. So they are drink through, and they drink through by the beer pouring through up here and coming out the mouth hole. Giant lips on the mouth hole. So this is your Chillsner. So this is what's going into your bottle. Now, this bottle is filled to the top, so we gotta drink it. We gotta take a sip first, right? Because, you know, if we just do this... Oh, God. Yeah, that's really gonna overflow. This is more than a sip I need to take, because this is a sip. There's one sip. Now will my Chillsner fit in? Yeah, you need more than one sip. And it is foaming. Okay, we pushed it down to make our tight seal. So, there it is. In the bottle. Tight seal and all. Use my sock to clean that up. Tight seal and all. Lots of foam. The foam is this whole part right here. So, we got a carbonated nut brown. We've got a tight seal. We've got a Chillsner. It's going to be chilled to the last drop. The big question is, does the Chillsner hamper drinking out of the bottle? I think it would, because now you have an even smaller amount of space for the drinking to happen from. Let's find out. Yeah, I don't particularly like that, to tell you the truth. Mouth hole is smaller. Space for your beer to travel through is smaller. It does go into your mouth faster in a way because it's getting funneled down. It's almost like you're shotgunning it. Almost. Yeah, it makes chugging easier, actually. Because, excuse me, when you're turning your bottle up, it's going in these bottom holes, and then it's flying out because air is still getting in from up here. If you could deep throat it, but why? I don't know if it's going to be easy to get to the very last sip, though. So physics-wise, it works a lot better. However, comfort-wise, it doesn't. The lip is too big. It's getting you right at the top. Like, you're not actually hitting... You know when you're drinking, normally the beer's hitting your actual lip part. It's hitting the outside lip up here, which isn't used to having really, really cold beverages on it usually. So it's actually kind of uncomfortable to drink from because it's sitting there. And I have a white mustache, so it's uncomfortable. Also in the fact that, well, it's not uncomfortable, it's all just not liked because of the fact that I could come away with a nice brown mustache. Excuse me. Oh man, I sound like I'm getting drunk. But because I haven't slept. Anyway. I don't think the, don't think it can be cool to the last drop. I don't think it's going to touch the bottom. I think I'm pretty much, I'm like here in the bottle, and I'm pretty close to the tip. Well, it might just look like it's going to be different. I mean, I'm thinking here's the Chillsner. It stops there. Yeah, look at that. That's not chilled to the last drop. Look at that. This is the Chillsner that's in the bottle, matched, lined up perfectly with the Chillsner out of the bottle. That is not to the last drop. Let's drink a little bit more of this. That's weird because I line them up perfectly outside the bottle. But inside the bottle, okay, yeah, there we go. Can the camera see that? It is not touching the last drop. You, Mr. Chillsner, are a liar. You cannot cool my beer to the last sip. You cannot cool my beer to the last sip. But, just like I thought, got a little harder to drink right at the end. So the Chillsner looks like a mixture between a dagger and a vibrator. But isn't a bad little tool. It's fun. It really is, guys. It was fun. It was cool to drink with. Hard at the end, easy at the beginning. Not a bad little thing. I mean, you can't say it was. It was a cool little gadget. If you get a Chillsner from family members and you're a big crafty, you know what? Don't get angry. Use it. Use the Chillsner. You know where the Chillsner would be great? If you want to drink while you're outside. And when I mean outside, I mean like you're out barbecuing or something. And with craft beer, I mean, I don't know how you guys drink your craft beer. I want mine a little cooler than room temperature. I don't want it fridge cold. I'm usually looking at the 9 to 16 range mattering style for the most part for me personally. What I personally really desire. I can go all the way up to 20. But 9 to 16 is the range I'm usually in for most of my beers. So this would probably be great to bring a beer down from room temperature to 12 to 15 degrees while I'm outside doing something instead of putting it in the fridge. Especially if it's just one beer. It would probably be great for that. Yeah, so have fun with it. You know what? The Chillsner, I can get behind this product. Only problems? It doesn't cool to the last sip like you say. You fucking liars. And if it was an American bottle, it would have been a little bit taller too, so it would have had even more not in the liquid. And 2, the second problem with it, hard to drink at the very end because there's just that little space for it to come through, so you got to get it straight up to get it out. It's only 2 drawbacks. Other than that, it's a fun little product. Thank you guys. Bye.